Welcome back to Ship With Me. I am Donna from the Lost Closet 12. I resell all the things on Poshmark, eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. But this weekend I had no sales on Mercari. But I did have 2 sales on Depop, which is interesting because generally Depop is the one that I say, oh, I had no sales. And if it's not Depop, it's Poshmark. So I was running a 50% off sale on eBay. 50, 40, maybe 75% off on the things that I listed last August, or that was rewritten in last August. This is Cole's Care Donkey. He's just like 9 inches. He sold for about $3. I have a plushie problem. I have so many. I've actively stopped picking them up, except I picked up a little Douglas pig. Oh, it was too cute. I had to pick it up. This I've had since last year. I think I got it listed a little late for the season. It's a scarf print. This sold for like $5 or $6 on eBay. Oh, nope. And then this is a J. Jill top. It's lightweight. It's linen. No, not linen. I think it's cotton. Well, anyway, it's a lightweight top. It's boxy. It's kind of cute. It's an extra large that sold on Poshmark. And these 2 little guys, I had to use Google Lens to identify them. And right now, I can't remember what they are. The Meow something or others. They're just tiny little... They sold for a couple dollars on eBay. I think eBay, yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, eBay. And then I have, these are all scuffed up. These sold on Depop, I think for like $7. They're My Little Ponies. These were altered. No, these ones were not altered. The Gap straight leg jeans, they sold on sale, I think for like $11 or $12. I can't hold the numbers in my head like when I'm doing a Ship With Me video. I do a what sold Flip Friday. Every Friday it comes out about 6 o'clock p.m. This is a Land's End. It's an extra large, size 46, 48. And it's just a 1/4 zip. Well, that needs a lint roll. I don't know how that happened. I keep all my inventory in boxes, unless if something got in that box. Maybe that's why some resellers, once it's clean, they wrap it up in plastic. I would start doing that, but I probably should start doing that. I can't really come up with a good reason why not to. I mean, I don't like to use all the plastic. You know, it's not good for the environment. But I will show this to you again. Maybe it fell on the floor when the floor was dirty in there. I don't know. I don't clean that floor very often, maybe once a month, because I'm only in there to put inventory away and collect it, so it doesn't really get dirty, but it could have. Sometimes I put my totes in there for my when I go to the bins. This is my second Depop sale. Rika hiking sneakers. And this is Poshmark. These are Cambu moccasin pull-on booties. They're super cute. I've had them for a while. I think maybe a year. And then Converse. I think they're size 7. They look small though. Yeah, they're a size 7. Sneakers. I don't pick these up as much because there's so many listed, and to get a good price it's difficult. And I'm not in the business of holding on to inventory. I'm the seller. If I'm going to make a few bucks on it, get it gone. Unless if like I wrote these shoes yesterday and someone offered me $5, I'm not going to take that. But if I've had it for more than a couple months and the end of the season is coming, I'm likely to take that offer. And these are Keds, just basic lace up casual flat shoe. So I mean, overall I sold a lot, but because I was running a decent sale on eBay, I need my little notes here, because I sold on 3 of the 4 platforms, and sometimes I mix up like a Poshmark sale with a eBay sale, and I package it in a priority. So this sold, I'm pretty sure, eBay. So I'm just going to fold this up. And I'm going to have to start remembering to bring my scale in here so I can write the weight on the package, because I do my shipping video and then I write what is in the package, but I have to go back and write what the package weighs, because sometimes, you know, I round, you know, sometimes I'm a little heavy, sometimes I'm a little light. Most of the time it does not make that much of a difference. You know, like if I say, like for Ground Advantage stuff, if I'm like, oh, it weighs 7 ounces, and I think it switches at 8, and then I'm like, oh, it's actually 8 ounces after the paper and the bag. It's only a little bit, you know, and on eBay you get the shipping discount, so it doesn't really affect you too much. But I like to be, I mean, I don't make as many mistakes as I used to. I used to make a lot of mistakes, and I used to lose a lot of money on shipping, because I would, you know, like, oh, that box is only going to weigh a couple ounces, but then I realized it's a bigger box, and it weighs more than a couple ounces, and it puts it to the next week. But, I mean, I'm pretty accurate now, but I just feel like I should just start bringing my scale in here regularly, because I feel like I'm doing the work twice. So this was the chunky, and make sure it fits before I write on it. I think it will, but who knows. I have small bags and bigger bags, and then ginormous bags. I don't have bags in between, and I have to remedy that. I was looking at my boxes, and I don't have any 10 by 6 boxes, I don't think, which would be good for the shoes. So I put a Q4 shipping box and bag order together. And that way I will be prepared. And I order a lot. I order more than what I need. This is eBay too, right? Yeah. So let me just double check to make sure I got everything, because that was pretty bad. It looks like, and I love this thing. This I got at the bins. It's just, and it cleans it most of the time. Like you just put it in, and no. Yeah, I did get it at the bins, but it had a Goodwill sticker on it, and then this bottom comes off. I have a red and blue one that is not self-cleaning, but I learned that I can take this one and clean that, and then clean this with that. So, yeah, you save money on lint roll lint rollers. You know, sometimes the lint rollers work better. You know, if it's a sensitive or a delicate fabric, I probably wouldn't use this. I would probably just use my lint roller. But this is amazing. And sometimes I use it to clean the seats of my car too. You know that you have kids in the back of your car and they have their nonsense scattered all over the back seat and your vacuum cleaner won't pick it up. This is good too. So, yeah. And I did miss this. Here we go. And you're stuck. And then you just stick it in here and it comes out clean. I love it. I get a lot of stuff that I use at the bins. I got the things you put inside your shoes. What are they called? Shoe something or other. To make them look like there's a foot in them. I got a couple sets of those at the bins. I got a sweater shaver at the bins. I got most of my little handheld steamers at the bins. I very rarely pay full price for anything that I use in my business or for myself. And generally, if like I'm the girl who's like, it's Christmas or, you know, the holiday season where you're giving gifts, I make it a point to surf eBay and I find resellers that do not look like drop shippers, or, you know, where they have like a whole inventory of brand new stuff. They don't have anything new. You know, a reseller like myself. And I browse their stores to see if there's any gift giving things. Now my family knows that I'm a thrifter. They know that they don't mind if I buy them something used, you know, as long as it's in good condition. You know, if I had a family member that felt some type of way about that, I probably would not get them something used for Christmas. You know, my grandson, when we source, like when my husband gets the toys, he likes to play with the older toys that I was familiar with growing up. Like, it's so cool. So sometimes I'll get him, like, you know, something older off of eBay or whatnot. And he appreciates that. He gets his new stuff too. But, he gravitates to the older stuff more than the newer stuff. That and Legos. He loves his Legos. He just took a whole box of mixed building blocks. They were Mega Blocks and Legos all mixed together, and I've had it forever. And he was like, "Oh, I'm interested in this," and I'm like, "You're interested in this?" So I said, "You can play with them." I said, "They need to be sorted," and I made him a deal, like he could have that box if he got rid of some of the stuff that's in my living room that he no longer plays with. And he did a really good job. He got rid of, he was like, all of this stuff. He goes, "You can sell it, Grandmommy." I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to donate it. Maybe a piece or two I might list. But he did a really good job. I was impressed that he took me up on that offer. Like, he got rid of old stuff to get new stuff. So that was pretty cool. I don't know what that was. Alright, these sold on eBay as well. So these are 7. You know, so for a 7-year-old to say, "Yeah, I can get rid of this." Now there is a vintage plane that I picked up a while back, and both of my granddaughter, she's in Florida now, so I don't get to see her every day or I don't get to see her that often. So, but at the time when we picked it up, they both played with it. She was like 1 and he was like 5. And they both played with that plane like it was the coolest thing in the world. So I will probably not get rid of the plane. I will probably just hang on to it for a while because it was sweet to see a 1-year-old and a 5-year-old enjoying the same type of thing. So, oh, and my last Ship With Me video, I talked about a return I got on a J. Jill top. And I made a little video of me opening it, and I inspected it again to make sure that I was not wrong in the way I listed it. I compared the shirt to the listings and what I wrote, the listing, and then I went to contact eBay. And my general way of contacting eBay is to open up the chat box and say, please call me. Well, you're good. They didn't call me. They wanted me to explain the problem, so I explained the problem the best I could. And then it was 2 days later, they sent me an email. Like, they wouldn't call me. And then they're like, well, you didn't get an INAD. You don't have any problems with your account. And they went on in the email, but I'm like, but there is a problem. I had to pay the return shipping, and I feel like if someone's being shady like that. So, that actually went nowhere. Because I'm not going to waste my time on a few dollars, you know, trying to get them to refund me the shipping label. I'm not interested in it. I'm just going to block the buyer if I didn't already. I don't know. I don't think I did. This was Poshmark. So, yeah, I was very disappointed in that, because they literally would not call me, and I'm like, that's so bad customer service. I'm like, what are you going to do, yell at the chat box? Keep asking. It's a computer. It's not going to give up. It's going to keep giving you the same response. I tried asking the question, I don't know how many different ways, and I couldn't get through. I could not get them to call me. So I don't know if that's a new thing, because it's been a long time since I've had to have eBay call me. So yeah, I don't have anything else to say about it, because I've since moved on. I'm not wasting my time anymore with that nonsense. You know, if they don't want to help their buyers, then I don't know what I can do. I mean, help their sellers. I don't know what I can do. Like, what else can I do? I tried to talk to someone to see if I could get at least part of my return shipping label back. But they were like, no, we're not calling you. We'll send you an email in 2 days. Okay, whatever. So, I think, oh, these little guys. Put these guys in a smaller bag. Yeah, I reuse my bags. Sometimes I will ship stuff like this out, but I make sure I use the smaller bags because they are actually cheaper than the big bags. So that's why I'm switching out the bags, because I don't want to have to keep buying the bags. You know, I'm all about saving what I can, reusing what I can, and that's it. This was My Little Pony, right? And I don't know what else I have to talk about. Just feel like I had a pretty good, decent weekend in the amount of sales. This was from Friday and Sunday, right there, yeah. So, no complaints there. I'm waiting for Q4. I do have to get my, I made a video a while back about how I'm not disciplined enough to put my listed inventory in its boxes. And I have recreated that problem for myself. And today, I'm not going to write anything new until I get that room cleaned out And I'm thinking about getting rid of my light box because it's really not serving a purpose. The mannequin fits nice in it. When I ordered it, I thought it was not so big, but like it's huge and it's taking up so much room in that small room that it does not leave like working room. So I have a beanbag chair that I sit in, but most of the time when I'm doing small stuff, I'm sitting on the floor and I use the beanbag chair as a back support. So yeah, it's not working for me. I'm up and down, and it's just not working for me. So I'm gonna get like a folding table, and not one that's like I can't store away if my plan doesn't work. And I'm gonna see about getting some kind of backdrop. I'd like to get the ones that you can change the background color with just the chains. But I'm gonna get the table first and see if that works better than the light box, because that's a cheaper way to find out, right? And if it works, then I'll go ahead and get the thing and hang it from the ceiling and use it for a backdrop. Because, I mean, I love my light box. Like, I don't have any lighting issues. I can go up there at midnight and take good, well-lit photos. These were Poshmark. I think they were Poshmark. I have no idea. Yeah, they were Poshmark. It's hard for me to remember. Oh, mercy. What is here? Oh, look. I found a 10x6 box. Two of them because the bigger boxes on top. So that'll work out, hopefully. Otherwise, I'll see if I can get them in these boxes. I mean, I don't make trips to stores to collect used boxes. I get most of my used boxes from my work, or if a store is doing their pack outs and there's some boxes right there, I'll ask the employee if I can take them. If they are like that size box or whatnot, I'll take them. Some resellers only use reused boxes, and I think that's great because it's part of what we do, right? We save things from the landfill and we reuse things, and it's just good because we give somebody a deal, and these items are getting a second life. So why not, right? I have not gotten new boxes from my work in a little bit because I'm not there. I'm going back next month because, you know, I'm good, I'm recovered, everything's great. So, there's no reason for me not to go back. It's kind of sad because I felt like I would have had enough time to do more in my business and build it up a little bit better than what I did during my time off, but I was recovering from surgery and other things, so it was difficult for me to put in like 8-hour days and muscle work to get things done. I mean, I got a little bit done. I started a YouTube channel, and yeah, which I'm probably going to carry on with that because, I mean, I'm not getting a lot of comments or, you know, a lot of views, but I'm working my way up there. I'm up to like 15 subscribers, I think. So, now we're on that subject. You know, if you want to subscribe and help me out, I'd really appreciate it. Leave me a comment, you know, hit the notification bell when I add more videos. That would be great. I should have picked a topic to talk about because kind of knew that this was going to be a little bit of a longer video, so next time I have more than a couple things to ship. These sold on. None of these are going to fit. They're all going to go in bags. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put them in bags. It'll be cheaper than a box anyway. Which, I think it was the cats. I'm not sure. Yeah, the cats sold in Poshmark. That was the one that I forgot to delist. I forgot to mark it. I used the Flip app for my cross posting, and it does not delist it for me. So you gotta go in there and delist it, which is fine. I don't mind, but for whatever reason I had forgotten. So that's why I always double check when I do my shipping. Like I make a list of stuff that I have to pull, and then I compare my list to the items that sold. And that's how I do that. Otherwise, they would have not got shipped. They would have never got delisted, and it would have been a problem because my buyer would have been like, hey, well, I think Poshmark would have sent me a message in a day or two to ship. That happened once, by the way, where I forgot to ship something on Poshmark. That was a while ago, and I'm like, what are they talking about? I shipped that days ago, and I did not. So you got a little piece of cardboard on you. So, you can let me know how your sales are, if you resell or if you just a thrifter, like to just go thrifting and you don't resell. What kind of stuff do you sell, and what kind of stuff do you like to thrift? And what's your best selling item? What am I doing? And these were kids. So I'm just going to slip these. I could put these in a box. I still might. Sometimes I do that. Put it in one of these bags. And these type of priority bags, I always take them because I feel like I could press and press and press, and I feel like it doesn't stick the way it should. And then you guys, I don't think so. No. So, you guys have that problem where the boxes are like that much too small or that much too big? Like, it's maddening. You want the perfect box for everything, and I mean, not every time do I have that problem, you know, but I feel like that if I want to ship something, the box is just a bit too small or just a little too high where I have to cut it down. And I'm not good at resizing boxes. I can make a square box to an oblong box without any effort, but like cutting a square box down to a smaller, less high square box, I get it wrong every time. Like, so I try not to do that. This is coming to the end of my video. I just not want to go in there. There we go. And these were the rye cup, right? Is that what my memory is? Like, I think they were the rye cup. I'm pretty sure. I'll check the video. Double check. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know where you're watching from. What is your favorite type of video? Do you like to watch just ship with me videos? I feel like these ones get a little bit more attention than the other ones that I put a little more effort into, like my what sold videos or, you know, thrift haul video. I feel like that these ones get a little bit more attention. They get views a little faster. The watch time is a little longer. I'm still learning how to read the YouTube analytics. I think I got it, and then I'm like, oh wait, I think this, and then I'll go do some research and watch some videos of other people who talk about it, and I'm like, oh, I was misunderstanding that. So, well, anyway, that's enough rambling. These videos I ramble a lot. So, yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell for the next time I upload a video. Until next, I think it's Wednesday, until next Wednesday, have a good